Okay, so to piggyback on salesmen and marketing in the mainstream, such as the insurance industry, okay, and giving you clues on how the insurance market works and how agents sell policies. They induce fear in the clientele, who will then inevitably buy the policies to buy that peace of mind, okay? Even if they are overinsured. Now, then I talked about the salesman of the perceptions of fears around the conspiracy industry and the anti-government industry, the activist industry. I mean, the people that are selling these perceptions and selling the fears are very, very good salesmen, like amazing salesmen. And a lot of them have degrees in sales and marketing, or they are lawyers. They could be teachers. They could be even doctors. Um, let's say nurses. They could be nurses. They could also be engineers on some level, as well as scientists. Now, it's interesting why I'm mentioning teachers, doctors, lawyers, engineers, scientists, and maybe even police officers and firemen. Not so much police officers and firemen, maybe a little bit, but Farmers Insurance, the company I used to work for, we used to give discounts for people in those industries, those influential industries. And there's a reason why, because there's a specific ethics going on that would lend them to be a better candidate as a lower liability type of client. They're probably not going to cause too many accidents or too many ethics violations. And so that's who the clientele we used to go after and give discounts to. But also, too, there's a common theme among the teachers and the doctors and the lawyers and the nurses and the engineers and the scientists and the computer scientists. They are the ones that are selling these perceptions. They're the ones that keep the money moving, keep people under a state of fear, whether it's biologically at the biological level all the way to the surface level. And then we have, in the surface level, like in politics. I mean, look at who Obama is. Obama was a lawyer. Now, I've heard he was disbarred. I don't know if that's true or not, so don't quote me on that. But he had a lot of training in the law. And when you are a lawyer, whether you're litigation or you're doing behind the scenes or you're an actual lawyer in the courtroom defending or prosecuting, you have to have an excellent command of the English language. And you have to know the law, like backwards and frontwards. Okay? And you have to know how to sell perceptions, because what is justice? Justice is perception. So the most excellent lawyers out there make the best politicians because they're selling perceptions. And then the salesman, let's say real estate. We know that Trump is in real estate. He's an excellent salesman. Excellent. You can, say that he is a spoon-fed, silver spoon baby, but that doesn't even matter. He is able to get up on there on stage and sell you a perception. Whether or not it's actually substantiated in truth, it doesn't even matter at this point. Because what it all comes down to is that everything is debatable. Every perception is debatable. So no matter how you spin the facts, no matter how you spin the truths, everything is debatable, and then it causes people to then either give money or take away money or boycott or take part in the system, giving their money to political action committees, to supplements, to whatever, to drugs, if he's promoting drugs like hydrochloro, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. It's the ability to move an audience, sway an audience to a particular type of thought process is the very foundation of capitalism / socialism / communism. Okay? So all the isms out there are predicated upon a very, very, very good speaker, a very good marketing engineer. And then the computer world and the science world is all about how do you then biologically engineer people to buy into stuff, or how to get their genetics to be able to support this type of thought process, infrastructure, whatever. Okay? And so you're going to see the very foundation, the common theme among all these professions that make a shit ton of money is the fact that they're able to sway an audience with a very, very good marketing gimmick, which yes is fear, and then it's selling perceptions with very little facts. Okay? Very little facts, because a lot of these perceptions that are out there, you really can't measure. Oh, the polls say that Obama's ahead, or Trump's ahead, or Biden's ahead, but I've never been polled. I've never had anyone ask me a question on whether or not, Trump is someone I'm going to vote for, or Biden, or whoever. Where are they basing these numbers off of? Okay? So, you just got to know the world of emotions and the world of sales and marketing are all about eliciting your trigger points and then using words to trigger people into action or inaction. Okay? And so once you know this, then you're not going to be so apt to jump when someone says how high. Or when someone says jump, you don't say how high, whatever. Okay? But the one thing that, being raised in a family of biotech, okay, pharmaceuticals, lawyer psychotherapy, those are all the very foundations that brainwash the population into giving up their body, mind, and spirit for the common good. You sacrifice yourself, you sacrifice your parents, you sacrifice your mother and father, you sacrifice your sister and brother for the common good. And you sacrifice yourself for the common good. And when there's a price upon your parents, there's a price upon your brother and sister, there's a price upon you and all of your body parts, then all it is just marketing that perception that it's okay to sacrifice your body, mind, and spirit for the good of your community. When in actuality, that is really an anti-life stance, and it's the reasoning behind why we have so much imbalance. And people wonder, why do we have racism? Why do we have all the isms and genderism and all these different isms? Well, guess what? Because you keep buying all these perceptions that are causing imbalances at the micro level. And then behaviors, and then the system supports, and the infrastructure of a system, of the Department of Education to the holistic allopathic, all support the imbalances of our society. And then you guys all react to it. Hook, line, and sinker. You guys you guys buy into all of the deceptive marketing out there because you don't know the laws. And when you don't know the laws, you'll believe all the stories that are out there. All of them. Okay? So when you look at the amazing orators out there, whether it's who is it? These Greek philosophers, amazing command of the English language or the Greek language or the Roman language, whatever. And then Hippocrates and all these different Socrates and all these different philosophers, amazing salesmen, sells you perception everyone should die. And so you all buy into it. Oh yeah, okay, Socrates says this, Plato says this, and this Greek mythological person said this, and this said this. And so, people get so starry-eyed around a very good orator, a very good person that grabs your emotions and knows your trigger points, knows how to pluck them and get you to react. And then look at your Facebook. Look how much reaction you have based upon someone that's so good at selling you a perception to where you're giving money to them. So now what perception are you willing to buy? A death trajectory or a life trajectory? You have to know the laws. If you don't know the laws, you'll believe all the stories, and then you end up like everybody else, wondering what the hell happened to your life when you're in hospice dealing with cancer, disease, and chronic illness. Good luck. Bye.